what do you think that the defense has to really put on in the next week, couple weeks, whatever, to make things switch for them?
I think Cassie Ventura did a great job of helping the defense because she didn't really put him down too much. She's since been found out on trial to text him and email him how she was getting ready for the next freak off. What should I buy? What should I get? Who's coming? She helped the prosecution more than the defense. The defense, oh God. Well, look, cross-examination will tell a big story. So when that begins to happen, then we'll get a clearer picture. But right now, Diddy is ahead on points. And to me, right now, without cross, it looks like if he gets anything, it'll be 5 years and maybe he'll be out in 3. That's what it is right now. It could be explosive in a few weeks, but right now I don't see it being anything but a slap on the wrist.
And you probably would agree with me. The prosecution's gonna have to add someone in that's a bombshell, like someone who was 16 or a boy who was like underage and molested and
you need that, or you need like Al B. Shore, the ex R&B singer who I've known for years. Look, when Bad Boy Records was founded, it was Puffy, Andre Harrell, Kim Porter, his ex-girl and mother of his kids, Heavy D, and Al B. Shore. Kim Porter died of pneumonia, no medicine on the night table, no cell phone on the night table, no medicine in the cabinet.
So crazy.
Okay, and I knew Kim. This is wrong. Heavy D, heart attack. Al B. Shore went into a coma for a long time and finally survived. Andre Harrell died of a heart attack. Al B. Shore came back to life. He has a great big story to tell. If he's called, that would be amazing because he's very angry at Puffy because he knows that all those people who began Bad Boy Records all either were writing books or making documentaries, and before those things came out, they were snuffed out. But Al B. survived. And if he gets involved, man, that would be the biggest thing for the prosecution. That would put Puffy away.
Do you think the only way he would speak is if he's subpoenaed?
Yeah. Well, I think he wants to speak. He's been speaking on podcasts and different outlets. I don't think he's afraid anymore. Al B. Shore was a friend of mine in New York back in the day, and he's a tough kid, tough man. I'd love to see him speak. If he does, then Diddy is going to face a big battle. Right.
But it's not like you said he's speaking on podcasts. I didn't know that, but he has to have evidence for them to actually call him.
Well, right? I don't think he has to have evidence, but if you know the story, look, he was there when the company was founded, so he knows a lot about Puffy. Yeah. And if they decide to call him, or if he wants to speak, then I think it'll be a big boost to the prosecution because he knows way too much. Okay. But we'll see. But yeah, an underage girl or boy, because apparently Puffy enjoyed both. Yeah. Well, that would be a huge story. I can't wait. It's going to be a great summer either way.
Yeah, I agree. Speaking of trials, have you been watching the Karen Reed trial?
Yeah, I saw the documentary on Netflix. She's the kind of chick that I would probably date back in the day because she's a mess and crazy, probably good in bed. And you go, oh, this girl's fuck. I got to get out of here. She's crazy. That's what she is. I think she probably wanted to hit him with the car for a second and then tried to not do it, but already did the damage. I think she definitely hit him with the car. I mean, she's nuts. And then she tells her friends, maybe I clipped him. Did I hit him? She's a crazy chick. I've had girlfriends like that. Great in bed, crazy in the head.
Good motto. That should be your next shirt.
I just made that up right now.
Love it. Write it down.
Yeah, I will. Great in bed, head, crazy in the head. Yeah, I'm going to write that down. It's a good one.
I'll give you a minute to do that.
I got it. Go ahead.
Change it out for thug life once in a while.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I've had this guy Turtle Boy on my show twice now. He covers it nonstop. Like he's quit his job. He covers it. He's gone to the scene. He's recreated the car backing up. He's done everything. Cool. Talks about it for 2 hours a night. Fascinating guy. And now he's friends with her. He talks to her on the phone all the time. It was great to have him on and listen to his side. He says 100% she's innocent. because of the evidence, not because he likes her or anything.
Wow.
Even though it's very clear he would probably date her.
Yeah.
I do think, look, here's her problem. She's very unlikable. I think, she speaks way too much. She comes out, she walks out, she gives the media, a little tidbit of her thoughts, but she's not going to take the stand. I think that's doing her a lot of disservice. Right. I think she seems way too close to her lawyers. I'm convinced she's sleeping with them, one of them.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah.
And I do not think, even though I dislike her, that she's a murderer. I don't think she meant to kill him if she did hit him. I think it was an accident. If she did hit him, I don't even think she knew she hit him. Or maybe she saw that she hit him and left, not thinking anything serious would happen.
I agree.
Or I do think it's plausible that there is such a huge cover up with the Boston police that he did enter the house and something happened inside. They beat him up. They left him outside. Yeah. Again, I don't think they meant to kill him. I think they meant to kick the shit out of him, kick him outside the house, leave him in the snow like a big fuck you. And when he was dead, they were like, oh, fuck. So that's, I think there's all sorts of ways that could happen. What I don't understand, though, from that is how not one person has leaked. Not one person has cracked and said, okay, fine, he was in the house. Okay, fine, I saw him get beat up. But from what I hear, that family unit of the police department in Boston is so strong that no one would crack.
Everything you said, I believe 100%. Good job. The police protect their own to a point that people can't imagine. I mean, they just protect their own. The thin blue line is a real thing. You can't mess with them. And, you saw that turnout when he died. That's a hard bunch of people to go up against, no matter how cool or smart you think you are. Karen, you're right. She's hot. In my day, we called girls like that hot to trot. Like she wants to have fun. You can tell this chick is fun. If she's coming to the party, someone's getting a blowjob. She's just one of those chicks. On the roof after midnight, keg party, go to Karen Reed. But like the Christmas party at work, she's giving the blowjob in the bathroom to Neil and accounting. That's the kind of shit she is. However, I don't think she wanted to kill him. I think it was a crime of passion. I think they were very much in crazy love, which can be hatred sometimes. Then it comes to, crazy. I've been there with chicks like that. Strangle you or make love to you. Flip a coin. I don't know. It could be either one tonight.
Right.
Okay. But the fact that the cops are protecting this and wrapped around and gathered around this guy, rallied around him, that's a tough bunch of people to beat. So I don't think she comes out of this in a great way, but I don't think she was a murderer or is a murderer either. I'm like you. Yeah. I think she'll have to pay for this in a small way, and then she'll come out with a show and a movie and a reality show and a deal. Like nowadays, you do your time, you come out, hey, what do you want to do? Reality show? You want your own talk show? What do you want? Right. It's such a different world,
Wait, and on that topic, have you followed that Trump pardoned the Chrisleys?
Yeah, listen, my ex-wife loved that show, and I would go, what are you watching? Yeah. And I'd say, the guy's an absolute fag. No,
he's so gay. How does no one talk about that?
What else? Well, the reason why my ex-wife loved the show is a lot of girls like gay men. They think it's fun. They want to shop with him. No. Not you, but it's like...
I mean, I have plenty of gay friends that I love, but I'm not going to marry or date one.
But how does no one not see this is a lie? He's not a straight man. He's got a this is bullshit. But the whole pardoning thing with Trump, was he friends with them before that? Did he know them?
I don't think so.
It's very weird. Look, he also pardoned Larry Hoover, the big drug dealer, for years, a week ago. I don't know what Trump's doing. I love Trump. I'm very happy he's president, but there's been some moves that I'm not really sure about. I'm confused.
But you're right, because, of course, they had a press conference today. I don't know if you saw. Only Todd, the husband, showed up. His wife, what's her name, Julie or something? She didn't show up. Which I wonder if they've showed her yet, because they both got out on the same day, different locations. I don't know. There's been a picture of her. I bet you she did. Oh, does she look the same?
The newspapers talk about her new look. She's got a new look. I'm like, what's the big deal? She gained weight. She gained weight in prison.
I know.
And she changed her hairstyle. I don't get the new look.
Do you think she became a lesbian in prison or something?
That's what I was going to say is she linked up with a lot of chicks, and those chicks, those lesbians in prison are worse than gang members, male gang members. They get a chick in their cell, they'll turn you out. You know, there are things you got to do in prison to just stay safe, and I don't doubt if she had to go down that street to stay safe in prison to begin with.
And she thought she was going to be there 17, 19 years, whatever.
Right.
So she got herself comfortable and a couple ladies. And she probably has, I don't know what her haircut looks like now, but.
It's brown. It's a shit brown. The hairstyles are, it's like stupid. It's like,
I think that's why she didn't show up to the press conference, because she didn't need the whole world to see what she looked like.
Doesn't look good. No, I agree. Doesn't look good.
He announced, obviously, you know, his allegiance to MAGA, whatever.
Well, that's it. Yeah.
And the fact that they are going to be telling their truth in a new series. You know what I mean? So they're doing a new show, and he still says he's innocent, blah, blah, blah. And now we still have to watch the gay man and now the lesbian woman come back together and have a family, right?
I mean, that's a new show. That's never been on TV. Gay man, lesbian mom. Fantastic. Look, it'll be the Thursday night lineup will be P. Diddy will be trying to form a group again, but it'll be very nice. We'll have the Chrisleys, a gay husband, lesbian wife, and then we'll have the Menendez brothers as camp counselors and guys who want to make young kids. Look, it's a different world now. Even if you do time with the right lawyer and the right crisis management team around you, you'll be fine. You'll be set for life when you get out of prison. Podcasts, TV shows, consulting on movies. It's easy nowadays. You can stand on your head and do 5 years, and you'll be fine when you get out.